Alright, what's good, people? Man, I'm finna play you guys a clip in a minute of me bodying these Canelo haters as usual. I just want to talk a little shit before I hit you guys with the intro. And then the clip of me cooking these clowns. Y'all know me, I just like to talk a little shit before I hit you guys with the intro. You know. But at the end of the day, I see a lot of people out there. You got some people out there, they think Charlo is finna pull out this upset. They saying Charlo was a live dog and all this shit. But see, the thing about it is, I'm not even worried about Charlo. I got another video coming out about this clown on who hits harder. Is he really the hardest puncher that Canelo has faced? Because a lot of people feel like Charlo is the hardest puncher out there that Canelo has faced. And I feel like Canelo, not only has Canelo faced harder punchers, but I'm going to go as far as to say he has faced way harder punchers than this clown Charlo. Okay, and as far as the Charlo fight, listen, y'all, you know how you usually get butterflies? You might not tell nobody, but you get some butterflies before a fight. I don't even have that. I know we're going to walk through this clown Charlo. Okay, it's not going to happen. He's not going to lose to Charlo, like I tell you guys all the time. But at least with Charlo, once he loses, he's not really losing, because he's going to be laughing all the way to the bank with this shit. All these Canelo haters is going to be sitting on the sidelines crying, hoping that Pitfall Benavidez or literally Boo Boo Andrade could get the job done. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into this intro. Then I'm going to come at you guys with some more of these facts.
Across the ring. The counter punch.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk about this shit. Because I've been wanting to make a video about this for a while now. Because a lot of these clowns out here want to keep bringing up Canelo's resume, say he ain't fighting nobody, he's cherry picking, but he got the best resume in the game right now. And a lot of these clowns like to say, oh, but Canelo Alvarez, he gets to pick and choose who he fights. Basically saying the reason Canelo Alvarez potentially have a better resume than these guys because it's more easier to get fights. I can't wait till Canelo beat all three of these clowns so these clowns could come up with somebody else. That's all they gonna do. They gonna try to make another fighter to beat Canelo Alvarez. The same shit these bozos used to say about Floyd. They just want to make another fighter that could beat Floyd. Okay? But since these clowns, back to what I was saying, these clowns keep wanting to say, oh, it's easier for Canelo to get fights. Well, first of all, you're basically admitting with that statement that Canelo clearly has a better resume than all these guys. Clearly. That's what I'm saying. These clowns retarded. They don't even realize when they say certain shit. Like, if you listen to these clowns long enough, they will tell them themselves. But anyways, if it was that easy, these clowns don't even realize they're giving Canelo credit unknowingly. Okay? Because if it's easier for Canelo to get fights, then he could have took an easier path. Which means no undisputed. Which means no beating 4 to 5 champions in a row. Which means it's nothing for you clowns to be jealous of. Because you got to be jealous of something. Canelo has to have something you guys are jealous of. He's undisputed. He's working on going to 175 and even talking about going to heavyweight in the future. So how the fuck are you not fighting anybody but you're beating champions? The same way these clowns always want to praise their god, Floyd Mayweather, for coming out of jail and beating Robert Guerrero, right? Who nobody thought that Robert Guerrero was going to beat Floyd, man. Nobody. Okay? But we still got to give that clown some credit because he beat a champion. Okay? Regardless of how you feel about it, he beat a champion. The same shit with Deontay Wilder where he beat Bermane Stiverne. They want to say Bermane Stiverne was a paper champion. Listen, he was a champion. He gets credit for that in my book. See, I'm not biased like you guys. Okay? Canelo Alvarez just beat 3 to 4 or maybe even 5 world champions in a row. He gets plenty of credit for that. Now, I know if, Canelo was your ethnicity, you will give him credit for damn sure. See, a lot of people don't want to say what your boy Love One or Hate One gonna say, but they know these is facts, okay? If Canelo Alvarez was the black fighter, okay, you will praise him like your God. And this is not about blacks, because Mayweather do have a lot of fans from different ethnicities. I think we all can say that. But I'm talking to you too. And these clowns is mad at me because they want me to hate on Canelo too. You dig? They want me to root for Jermall Charlo when Jermall Charlo haven't done shit. Okay, he's the champion. Okay, we give him that. We can't take that away from that clown. But as far as everything else, like Canelo is a multi-champion, have several belts. But you guys acting like Charlo is a better fighter than Canelo Alvarez, right? I remember one time somebody said that everybody thinks Canelo Alvarez is going to beat Billy Joe Saunders. What the hell does that mean? He don't get no credit? Didn't everybody and their mother literally think that Floyd Mayweather was going to beat Robert Guerrero? Did he still not get credit because we knew he was going to beat him? So, you see how stupid y'all sound? You feel me? We all know, everybody named mama know, unless you just want Canelo to lose, that he's going to beat Jermall Charlo ass. Does he not get credit after he beats Jermall Charlo? That is the question. Because we know once he beats Jermall Charlo, you guys are going to run to another fighter. We know how you clowns do it. Because like I said before, Saunders and Caleb Plant, arguably, in some people's eyes, clearly, is a better fighter than Charlo, but y'all trying to make it seem like y'all gonna give Canelo more credit for beating Charlo than Caleb Plant or Billy Joe Saunders. Well, we know y'all not. Y'all already discrediting right now by calling Charlo a cherry pick. So we supposed to believe after the fight, you're just gonna pay your dues and give credit to Canelo? Man, shut the hell up. No, you're not. It pains y'all haters. It literally kill y'all clowns to give Canelo his credit. If Jermall Charlo did what Canelo Alvarez is doing right now, okay, you wouldn't be calling Jermall Charlo a cherry pick. Okay, you wouldn't. You're only doing it because you're hating on Canelo. But let me stop rambling because I can talk about this shit all day, y'all. Now let's get into Canelo Alvarez opponents, which they want to keep bitching and saying that Canelo Alvarez is taking the easy route. But if he's taking the easy route, what the fuck are these other three clowns doing? If he's taking the easy route, they're not taking no route then. Okay, they just walk across the street and the route is there. Their destination is there. Okay, Canelo Alvarez isn't taking no easy route. Okay, now let's talk about this shit. Canelo Alvarez, fresh off a loss of Floyd Mayweather. Now we know these clowns isn't gonna face nobody on a Mayweather caliber. Okay, and to be fair, I don't think there's nobody out there right now that's on the Mayweather caliber. But they could at least fight each other. Meaning, literally Boo Boo could fight Charlo. But to be fair, I do feel like the one that don't want that smoke is Charlo. I feel Demetrius Andrade do want that smoke. I will say that. But they could fight each other instead of chasing the Canelo. So Canelo lost to Floyd Mayweather. Like I told you guys, they will never even face no undefeated black fighter like that. They won't. Okay? He lost to Mayweather. He came back. And he beats Angulo. That's a tough fight right there within itself. Angulo wasn't no bum, ex-champion. Okay? He beat Angulo. But Angulo really wasn't nothing like that, especially at that time. I admit that. But it's a comeback fight. Who cares? Then, in his very next fight, he fights Lara. Now, do you think any of these clowns will fight someone on the Floyd caliber, then come back in his next two fights and fight Angulo and Lara? I don't see that shit. I don't see either of these clowns fighting them, period. Let alone in their next two fights